Graham, how did you end up here in a supermarket?
Well, I asked myself that same question. No, the idea is, Woolworths stock all our range of wines and the Prosecco, and so the idea today is just sort of seeing what wine goes with what food, and if people will push themselves to kind of try new things.
I tried it with seaweed and genuinely such a good pairing. I would have never expected that.
So I tried the sausage, the deviled egg, and there was like chili salt at the end. So so the chili salt was actually really, really good. So I still like the sausage the most, and then I think egg and wine, maybe not meant to be.
The seaweed was like covered in salt, and I think the saltiness really went well with like the sort of sourness of the wine. I really like that.
The great thing about this wine is, you hope that people might try it, maybe because my name's on it, but the idea is then they come back for more.
Yeah.
The curiosity will sell one bottle, but we want people to like it and enjoy it and keep buying it.
What do you think of the wines?
That was so good. So I think the Malbec was a very approachable sort of wines, because I don't drink red all that much. So I thought that was a very good one. Yeah, very, very adaptable. Yeah.
The wine was really good. I am a big fan of whites, and I loved it.
Nice. Can you describe it in 3 words for me?
It was fruity. You can really taste the grapes, so I guess grape.
Yeah.
And sour, but I liked it.
This is my first time ever being here,
Yeah.
and New Zealand does an amazing job of impacting the world wine stage, and so I started drinking New Zealand Sauvignon Blancs, and I happened to mention it in an interview, probably with someone like you, in a newspaper here, and these guys from In Vivo, they heard about it, and they got in touch, and they said, we hear you like New Zealand Sauvignon Blanc, do you want some for the show? And you're never too old or too rich for free drink. So we said yes, and that relationship started that way. And then it was a couple of years later, they said, oh, do I want to have my own? And that's when this idea of blending a specific Sauvignon Blanc every year happened. And this is going to be our 12th vintage this year.
When we launched it back in 2014, we actually didn't know how well it would go, but the fact is, Graham said people might try it once because of its name, and they're aware of who he is, but then they come back for the quality. It's now in 10 countries around the world, which we're super proud of.
What difference has having Graham on board and part of the business been?
Oh, it's huge to help us tell our story. I mean, what we're selling and what we're creating is, incredibly high quality New Zealand Sauvignon Blanc from regions around the country. We need to celebrate that. Having someone like Graham on board is so helpful to help elevate that story and get it out to a bigger audience.
And he's so hands-on with it. Every year we meet and taste and do the blendings and things, so it's not just his name on the label, he's a real business partner in this whole thing.